Well, it's me, Carrie Cordy, and it is September 1st, 2016. It's been a good morning so far, and I've been thinking a lot about, well, I've been thinking a lot. When I was little, my favorite colors were pink and purple. And before I went to preschool, I remember my mom and my oldest sister sitting me down, and we were discussing what my favorite color was. And those colors were girl colors, and you need boy colors. And so it basically came down to the green or blue, and I ended up choosing blue because that was my mother's favorite color, which was a pattern throughout life of relying on other people for what was okay. Because I was told constantly that that's not okay, and you learn early on that it's just certain things are okay and certain things are not. And so when somebody tells you, well, just be yourself, on some level it just grinds the wrong way. And for me, it made me angry anytime somebody said that. But after a long time, I couldn't express why that it made me angry. So I felt crazy. You know how much fun it is feeling crazy all the time? There's so much other things that my life has touched upon. And, I've learned that there's no way that I'm alone in thinking about these things. But I think it's truly unique in this society to express them. Because I think in a certain way that expressing yourself in a deep, meaningful way is more or less shameful. And things are treated as either, sacred or profane. And, currently with the political scene the way it is one side is good and one side is bad. But the thing is, the majority of us is like, hey, fuck these things, you know? And unless you're truly going to make an effort to make the things in my life that are just complete bullshit, look how many people have to fight for basic fucking care. Like diabetes supplies. What about dental? How many health problems are caused by poor dental, I don't even want to say hygiene, because a large part of the bad dental problems in our society is because of the food industry. And if you look and study the food industry, they are some of the biggest bastards on earth. And the pharmaceutical companies don't even come close to how much crap these food people are putting across on everybody. And as with just about everything, I know a lot about this, and I could sit here and talk for a long goddamn time and just pull facts and just as I like to say, fact fuck. I hate it when people fact fuck you. And especially in the way where they don't give you a moment to respond. And they get off the track by bringing up one obscure point and statistically it being so minor that it shouldn't even be brought up as far as larger results. And I'm not going to get lost in what that means. But, the distraction in life is, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, ah! But, like I said in that last video I showed, is, fuck their game. It is so unsatisfying to play because nobody ever wins. It's stressful as fuck. And the victories really seem to me hollow because it's like winning the Super Bowl. Hooray for us! Hooray for us! And if you never look at the politics behind it, as with anything, it's bullshit and it's filled with greed. But I don't know. I haven't even decided what video I'm going to show. Either I'm going to show a video or not. So either I'm ending the video or cutting to something. So I was just in the store and I was looking for tools. I need to replace the coolant temperature sensor, and what I've got is sometimes Jeep uses millimeter, sometimes they use standard, or maybe I'm just retarded. So it's supposed to be a 13 millimeter, but the one in the engine block it's smaller, and so it might be a 7/16, but the one I got doesn't fit exactly, but the part I bought fits the 13 millimeter perfectly, and so I'm gonna have to get some pliers or something, which is gonna be a pain in the ass because I put everything else in the way, and I can't use anything too big to get down in there, and so I watched the video while I was in the store. I don't know, I'm real self-conscious. I didn't think I looked passable, and I just don't go out in the daytime very much. This is really the second time in full daylight that I've gone out, and the problem with being transgender is and homeless. Anytime I want to, I have to be in public. I'm being forced. So it's not easy, and especially when I'm doing this and there's people behind me, and they're gonna be getting in their car, and I don't want them to hear what I'm saying, and so I get all quiet, and I'm self-conscious about the voice that I'm doing, even though I'm dressed as a woman. It's difficult. It's really difficult, and I'm having more anxiety doing it this time than I did on Saturday when I was wandering around town. It was the afternoon. The light wasn't so intense. It's a hard, difficult process, and it would be nice if it was easy and get it over and done with, but anything easy is way too easy to not appreciate, and it's through the struggles and hardships of life that it really becomes worth it, and it means so much more. So I try to keep that in perspective, especially when I don't feel like I'm passable. I really don't have any heels or girl shoes. I bought some $10 Walmart white shoes. They make my feet look kind of small. I have big feet even for men, and my feet are a size 14 double wide. So in female sizes, that is a 16, 17. I'm 6'4", so wearing heels would make me about 6'8". And that's the small kind of heels, and so there's a lot to come to terms with, a lot to get over. There's still so much I need to do. It's so much and it's so little all at the same time. So those last two videos, going out in public was so hard. And that second one of me talking in the Jeep, I way over exaggerated my height in the heels, but it really goes to show the body image issues. My hands are huge. Like, for instance, I'm a musician. I played the guitar for a really long fucking time. And when I play, I have to use my thumb. And, I mean, just really drape it over. And, it's just the way it is. And going out in those early days, I would hide my hands and I would hide my feet as much as I could. And The body language must have just been bizarre to see. Sticking out like that is not fun. But ultimately, it does bring about a strength. And it shows that I've had the strength that I really thought I did. But that self-destructive thought patterns, or whatever the fuck you want to call those, they would say, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're not strong. Nobody likes you. You're, you know, just that on and on. And sometimes it's just so exhausting to fight that there's just nothing left, even to stand by the end of the day. And life goes that those days will still come. None of this is meant to come across like, I've solved all my problems. Yeah. Because that's just fucked up. That's one reason I hate Disney, by the way, the happy ever after ending. Oh, yeah, fuck you. Oh, God. I'm gonna go try to enjoy the day. The evenings are really what's tough for me, for a variety of reasons, and you'll get to know.